Hey guys, welcome back, or just welcome if you've never been here before. Today I got a little book haul for you guys. I got 10 books, a good mix of fantasy, sci-fi, classics, and romance even, I think. So I got a pretty good mix of books here, 10 total books. Not the biggest book haul, but not tiny either. These are just a couple books that I've been collecting over the past month or so, books that I've either bought or that have been gifted to me. So enjoy. Real quick guys, before we get started, please hit the like button and subscribe down below. It really helps a lot and it would mean the world to me. That was a quick little aside. Back to the video. And right here you could see my little pile of TBR books. These are my 10. So let's get started. The first book on here is Dune, a sci-fi classic, quintessential sci-fi book. A lot of people say that this is the best sci-fi book ever. There's obviously the movie with Timothée Chalamet coming out in October, and that's exactly why I got this. Actually, my girlfriend got this for me because I've been talking about wanting to get this book for so damn long that she finally pulled the trigger and just got it for me. She's the best. And actually, this book was in my beginning of year TBR. This was something I wanted to get to all year long, and finally I own it. I don't know if I'll get to it this month. Actually, I know I'm not gonna get to it this month. I'm gonna read it right before the movie comes out so that I can put out a book review, and then I can put out a movie review, and I can compare the two. So that's planned for then. So definitely gonna get to this in around October, and I'm very excited for it. All right, the second book is They Both Die in the End, or at the end. They both die at the end. This has been going like viral all over TikTok and BookTube, the ones that read like a bunch of romance and stuff. And this, actually I bought with my girlfriend as well. We bought it together. She was really interested in it. I was really interested in it. I'd heard a lot about it. And I think this is a romance where obviously they both die at the end. I think they have like 24 hours to live. And like they're just living out their last day of life together. And it seems like a pretty cool premise. Seems pretty interesting. Everyone's raving about it. So hopefully I enjoy this. Next is actually a book that I already read, and that is The Alchemist. You can see the little tabs that I have here. This book is like a classic. It talks all about like life goals and pursuing happiness and what to do with your life and fate and things like that. And this is just such like an inspiring and well put together book. Obviously this has been talked about for generations. Has been out forever, and I really enjoyed it. It's really short. I literally read it in a day. And you can see all these little tabbies with like cool quotes and things like that, moments that I really enjoyed from this book. Really, really like this book. Definitely recommend it. This was a banger. Really short, quick read. You should finish it in like a day or two. All right, this one I picked up at the bookstore because it has such a cool cover. This is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. How could I forget that name? Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Look how cool this cover is. Look how cool this cover is. I've been wanting to get this book for so damn long now. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and I saw this cool ass cover at the bookstore and I had to pick it up. So here it is. If you don't know The Great Gatsby, where have you been? Living under a rock? I think it's essentially about like this really, really rich guy in like the 1920s and like a romance that ensues. And yeah, rich guy romance, you know? All right, next I got a fantasy book, and that is The Last Argument of Kings. So, quick funny story. I just read The Blade itself, right there. I was so very excited to continue the series. I got a little overzealous, pulled the trigger really quickly without doing my research, without paying too much attention, and I actually bought the third book in The Blade itself, in the First Law trilogy. I literally got this. I picked this up from downstairs like an hour ago, and I was putting it on my bookshelf as one does, and I saw this as First Law Trilogy 3 instead of 2, and I'm so stupid. I'm an idiot. It happens. I'm gonna pick up the other one as well. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna finish the series anyways because I love the first book. So, not a bad investment, but definitely not what I wanted. What I wanted was Before They Are Hanged. What I got was The Last Argument of Kings because I don't know how to pay attention. But great series so far. I read The Blade itself, have a review for that. I'll link it below. Amazing book, really excited to keep going, and hopefully I will enjoy the rest of the series. Next, I got another like a viral book, and that is House on the Cerulean Sea. And this book is romance. It's a romance. What exactly happens in this romance, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's something about like an orphan or an orphanage house, and there's some sort of like fantastical element. Not really sure what it's about now that I think about it, but the cover is really freaking cool. So I have that to stare at, and that's honestly like 90% of the reason I picked it up. So yeah. All right, these next two I got for my birthday from my amazing friend Nicole, and her favorite author is Toni Morrison. So she got me Jazz and The Bluest Eye. So if I'm not mistaken, The Bluest Eye is Toni Morrison's first book. The plot, I have no idea. I don't remember the plot of any of these two, but The Bluest Eye, I'm pretty sure was her first book ever. I've heard so many great things about it. I think my girlfriend has read it, and also my friend Nicole has read it, and they both say it's pretty damn good, so I'm excited to get to that one. And then Jazz is actually Nicole, my friend's favorite Toni Morrison book, so I'm really excited to get into this because actually, so I was talking to her, and I read Beloved a while ago, probably like 6 months ago at this point. No, not 6 months ago. I read it a while ago, right? I read it a couple months ago. I read Beloved and really enjoyed it. That book is phenomenal, just like jaw-dropping. You gotta put everything else down because it's so damn good. And I was really excited to keep reading Toni Morrison. But the next book that I picked up was Love by Toni Morrison. That one I was pretty disappointed by. It just like didn't really click with me. There wasn't much of a plot. And when there isn't much of a plot, I normally try to get invested in the characters, but I didn't really, like that didn't happen for me in that book. So Love was kind of a slog for me. I was kind of bored with it. A bit of a letdown with Toni Morrison. So I'm hoping that these two books get me back in the Morrison groove and that I can enjoy a little bit more of her work. All right, we're nearing the end here. And so the second to last book is one that I actually already read. Again, you can tell by the little tabbies, and that is The Green Mile by Stephen King. This book was so freaking good. I actually read this for Mazda Booktuber's like buddy read along for the month of July, and I'm not gonna join the video or anything, but they're reading it and I'm reading it, so I wanted to discuss it, and it's really cool. And this was so good. It was so damn good. It was so like the emotions that Stephen King made me feel in this book were like plentiful. Like I felt like sad, and I felt hopeful, and I felt happy. I also felt like a bunch of hatred. There's this one character that I absolutely hate in this book, and I honestly think that that's the character I hate the most that I've ever read. Like it just, King was able to get just like a really like instinctual, like primal hatred out of me for this character. Oh, terrible freaking guy. You have to read the book to know what I'm talking about. Please go read it and talk to me about this. I want to discuss it. And yeah, I'm a huge Stephen King fan, as you guys can tell. And I'm pretty sure this is in like my top 5. Maybe my top 3. No, definitely not my top 3, but definitely my top 5. This book was phenomenal. It's about, what is it about? It's about a prison guard who oversees like the execution like cell block of the prison. And he gets some characters in there. He gets a bunch of really interesting people come through that cell block. In particular, John Coffey. You will know about that when you read it. And it's just a phenomenal story. So great. I love like the narrative structure of this. I love how well it was written. Again, Stephen King, very simple, straight to the point, but eloquent writer. Really great to read, really easy to read. You'll burn through this book. It was just phenomenal. And now the last book in my little book haul was actually a book that I already own, but mine was super beat up. You probably saw when I was pulling it out, whatever. The copy that I owned was really beat up, but I love this book and I wanted a copy that looked nice. And my beautiful girlfriend got this for me. Once again, I think she's literally bought like half my bookshelf, honestly. She's amazing, and she got me this book because she knows how much I like it and how much I've been wanting like a fresh copy, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This book I read my freshman fall of college, about almost 2 years now. And this book was just absolutely amazing. My favorite book probably that I read that semester for school specifically. And this book is just really great. I'm sure you've heard of Frankenstein before. By the way, it's nothing like the TV, movie, and media depiction that we see nowadays. It's actually like a really deep and really sad and really interesting story. and I really do recommend this. This is a really easy to read classic for anybody that's trying to get into classics. I personally haven't read that many classics, but this one was definitely up there for me, and so pick this up. Great read. And look at that cover. It's a beautiful cover, and it definitely beats my like old beat up Penguin classic copy, so very happy with this. All right, and that has been my book haul. Thank you guys for watching. Those were 10 total books: fantasy, sci-fi, romance, horror, I don't even know what else, classics. Thank you guys for watching so much. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe down below. Leave a little comment. Which of these books have you read? Which haven't you read? Which are you looking forward to read? And once again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.